touched on it, the white spikes. Now, in 2021, I actually think it must be kind of difficult with everything that's gone before. I mean, look, again, I'm telling you, this is what I do. I bang on and on about aliens. But, you know, you got the xenomorphs in Aliens and you sort of go, that's an iconic monster. So, like, to actually create a new creature that is not just original, but scary is an amazing feat. And you've done that with the white spikes, which I believe you were pretty involved in, which I guess is good knowing your sci-fi background, because you get to tell people not to do that because that is X and that is X. Yeah. And I've seen that in X.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Is you have enough of these images rolling around in your brain. You know, you go, that's a little too Predator. That's a little too Xenomorph. That's a little too Independence Day alien. You know, it's a little too species. So yeah, I'm sure the poor designers were probably very frustrated. But you know, basically, like, I was working with you know, a handful of people, including Ken, who ended up doing the majority of the design work. But the thought was, like, how can I make something that feels old, that has a history to it, that has a lot of texture? I needed it to have a lot of texture to feel real when it was put into the scenes, put into the shots. I wanted it to feel hungry. I wanted it to feel like it just had an insatiable appetite. So that kind of design, so that kind of informed the design of how they sort of carried themselves and that kind of thing. And I wanted them to feel rotten teeth. I wanted them to feel like a dental nightmare. I kept talking about, you know, just like fucked up teeth. And then to have a feral intelligence, to make sure that we could understand that they communicated with each other, and that they, you know, could run plays and attack their prey and that sort of thing.
You say hungry. So I think, like, first of all, it's the white flesh. I love that. It's that almost translucent flesh. Like, to me, there's something really prehistoric about that. Like the creatures that you see on nature documentaries that live at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Like,
that's exactly it.
Oh yeah, well that worked, because that's what I thought. You know, those alien life forms down in the bottom of the ocean. But hungry, you see, it's like what the white spikes for me play into that really primal fear that is about being eaten by something, because they have no grand plan. They're not like, it's not like Independence Day. It's like, we're here for the resources and then we're going to fuck off. It's like, we just are going to eat you. And I think that plays into something. And I don't think you see that very often, like where an alien is feeding, like, by just devouring people.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And that's, well, there's like a nightmare logic to that, right? Like you said, like it goes to a primal sort of fear. It's something that just has an insatiable appetite and it's also like, because you keep shooting at it and it keeps coming at you, pieces of it could fall off and it still is coming at you to eat you. To me, that was like, you know, there's a nightmare logic that I wanted to have to our movie that made it, you know, just brought you back to that place, that place of fear of something that's just going to devour you.
Because one of the worst things I've ever seen in a movie, and I'm not standing up for Jaws 3D right now, because, you know, that's a losing battle on any day. However, the one thing that movie gets right is the point of view shot from the British hunter guy when he's actually in the shark's mouth, and he knows he's dying, and he can just see the jaws closing up and down in front of him. He's trying to get out. Fucked me right up.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember that. That's great.
Yeah. And there was that guy, I think it was a guy who was swallowed by a whale recently, which also, just reading that, I mean, I know it was by accident, but you're in a whale's mouth for 40 seconds. Yeah. That's my living nightmare.